Hello YouTube. I haven't posted a video in a good long while, so I figured I'm going to post one, and I'm hopefully going to get into a routine about posting them, hopefully to gain some subscribers. A little tongue twisting there. But as you can see, I'm building something at the moment. And well, I've decided I'm going to start raising quail. And I'm going to build them in a quail cage. It's 4 foot by 8 foot, and it's 2 foot 6 in the front and 2 foot on the back to create like an angle for the rain to fall off of the roof. And I'm going to keep this updated about every so often when I get something going new on. Right now, what I've done is I used 4 2x4s as the posts, and I dug a 2 foot deep hole on each one. They were 8 foot tall. And I dug a 2 foot hole, post hole, on 4 of them, the width and the length apart I needed them. And I stuck them in the ground, and I got them as straight as possible, though I did not use a level, so, you know, if you can anywhere tell, it's not straight hardly at all, which y'all might not can tell it on the video. And then I stuck them in there, and I put gravel on them, and I patted down the gravel as hard as I could to create it to where it's really tight on the ground. It doesn't shake much. It shakes a little, but, you know, quail don't weigh 2,000 pounds or anything, so it ain't got to be no very big at all. And for the floor, I've just got 2x4s going along like this, and a 2x4 on each foot going 8 foot long on each foot. On the width, I've got another 2x4 for like support on the bottom. And for the bottom, I just used some chicken wire, 1-inch chicken wire mesh right there. And I used it, and got it in a 3 foot roll instead of like a 2 foot. And so I just put one layer down. I nailed that on there with nails, as you can see, and bent them over and stuff. And then I put another one down there to kind of make the holes a little smaller to where they would interweb, like how they make the holes a little smaller, you know. And then, you know, I did all that, and I put plywood sides up on it for the sides, and I'm probably going to take a piece of it and drill a hole right there. That's going to be about an 18-inch hole right in there for them quail to be able to see outside. And hopefully, if this quail thing works out good, I'm hopefully going to try to start selling them and stuff. Maybe if I can put a hole right there, I was thinking, if it gets really big, I can build out over in here some, where I've got all this extra space for a quail pen, like to make it even bigger if I wanted to. But that's just something if it works out. I ain't sure if it's going to. It may not. And right here, I've started on the door. And for the door, I'm going to have 2. One on this side, one on this side, and then it's going to be the same on the back side right over back in there. And the doors are going to be like 18 inches wide and 2 foot tall over here, and about the same over there on the back side, I think. That's probably what I'm going to do. And I put 2 doors on. I'm going to put 2 doors on, so I have more weight, like more room to put my arm around. You can see my arm's kind of pretty short, I guess you could say. And so, I mean, with 2 doors, I can like reach further in the pen and stuff. So that was my idea on that. And you come around here, and you can tell that it's all the same on this side. Maybe not very straight cuts, I'll say that much. And I just, on the sides right here, the sides with the mesh, I just did again what I was doing originally with the wire mesh. I just put chicken wire down along the sides, and I took it and I would nail one side down right here with nails about every foot and a half or so. I'm probably going to go back and put one right in here and all the stuff through there. And I did it all the way up in here. And this is only 2 foot 6, so that 3 foot roll had some hanging off, and so I just cut that, you know. And I came over here and I did the same thing, but about right here I kind of made a mistake. I don't know if y'all can tell, but what I did was this part right here, this first layer, which was all I was originally going to put down, I didn't make it long enough, or I did, but I put too much excess on that side and not enough on this side, so it wasn't working, and it was pulling my wire mesh apart right here. And so I just took another about a 6 foot, not a 6 foot, a 6-inch wide section right here, and I put that over there to create a mesh so it wouldn't like create a hole or nothing on it where they could get through. Because where I live, they buy a $50 license, and then they got to come inspect it and make sure they can't get out. And I just did the same on this side, except I didn't have that first problem or nothing. And as you can tell, it worked out a whole lot better now on this side, I guess you could say, because I was a whole lot used to it. And that's the quail cage so far, I guess you could say. Now I've got a lot of other stuff going on too. Here pretty soon I'm about to start a garden. It's a little late, I guess you could say. Probably should get it out quicker. But right over there in that spot over there, I'm going to get me a spot tilled up. And that's going to be my okra and squash and maybe green beans if I have enough room over there. And then come over here, if there's Maisie, my dog. There's Bo, the other one over there. If I can, I'm going to till another spot right up in here. Just a smaller section to where I can plant like tomatoes and peppers, and if I don't have enough room for green beans over there, I can plant those over here. And that's what I'm going to do on my quail cage and garden. But just recently we had a youth turkey season, and I hunt, I fish, I trap, and I do all that kinds of stuff. And I killed me a turkey yesterday, and I'm just going to go show you all the fan of it and the beard and the spurs and all that. It wasn't the biggest turkey in the world, but I'm proud of it. And this is just my builder, and I use it as my fur shed. As you can tell, it's got hay up here for the dog houses. But right here is the fan, and what I did was I cut it off the turkey, of course, and then I spread it out using a piece of 2x4 on each side right there and there to keep it spread out. And I take salt and salt it down right here where the meat was. But before you do that, you got to try and get as much salt off of it as you can. And I salted it yesterday, but I'm going to salt it right now too. So I'm just going to brush some of that off. A little 2x4 back over here. Make sure I don't mess nothing up. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to salt it down right there where the meat part was. Pretty good. And that's good. And then here's the beard of the turkey. It's about 9 3/4 inches. It's I'm just gonna let it dry out and stuff. And then I got the feet right here, just kept them for the spurs like. And what I'm gonna do there is I'm gonna take a piece of wood, like just say pretend this hay's a piece of wood like. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna spread the feet out like so. And I'm gonna take a staple and staple the feet down to the piece of wood like this. And stand them up like this, so that part right there will dry out, and that'll preserve them for a while. And the spurs on this turkey were 3/4 inches long. I think it's about a 2-year-old turkey, and all that stuff. Well, an update on that. But just recently, since this was our spring turkey season, our trapping season ended on February 28th. And I think I had a pretty successful trapping season. This was my 3rd year. But my first year I caught 6 coons, I think. And that was only using box traps. And this year, last year I caught 0 coons. And this year I caught 13 coons and 2 beavers and 2 mini possums, I'll say that much. There's a possum fur right here. This was just one I did. I just did a little trial on. As you can tell, it didn't turn out good at all. And that right over there is a coon hide. I cut that off the tail. It's on the stretcher still. I need to take it off. The tail accidentally came off, of course, because I messed up on it. Just recently, I ain't got in on a stretcher or nothing, as you can tell. I got a coyote that someone had shot, like keep it from messing with their calves and cows and stuff. And I got it and I skinned it, and I'm gonna put it on a stretcher soon. There's a coyote the dogs drug up, dead one. And that's about it. And there's my dog Maisie. Ain't sure where Bo's at. Maisie, let me show you my dog Maisie. She's pretty cool, I think. Yep, that's Maisie. Looks like she's got a coon foot or a possum foot in her mouth. But other than that, y'all, that's all I had to show y'all. I'm going to start putting a video out every 1 or 2 every week, hopefully, about updating on my quail cage and my garden that I'm going to put out, and just a bunch of stuff like that, you know, and probably my turkey thing and stuff. And actual regular season starts next weekend, so I may, I may get another one then, and I'll hopefully show that, get a video of that, hopefully, maybe. But other than that, y'all, oh, and there's one more other thing. I'm going to hopefully, I don't know if y'all can see them down there. There's dandelions down there. Well, I'm really going to make a video on dandelion jelly. I do all that canning and preserving and all that stuff, and I seen that video, and they say it tastes a lot like honey. And I like honey, so I'm going to try it. Well, y'all, that's just an update on what's been going on over here. My name's Conley Ritchie. See you later.